But let's pull off the charts of Aster DM. That's a stock that we're keeping an eye out on. And this is after the India as well as the GCC business. They have completed the separation over there. The Moopen family will be managing the India operations. And now we're joined by Dr. Nitish Shetty, the CEO at Aster DM, to talk more about the company. Thank you so much, Mr. Shetty, for joining in with us this morning on ET Now. Let's start by what will be the key focus areas for Aster DM, the India business now that we're seeing the separation has been completed with the India and the GCC business. What is the focus area?
The most difficult segregation has happened now. Transactions happen. It's a good news for us. So with that, India becoming a pure play India entity now, we have big plans for India, as to India. We have aspiration to be among the top three in the country because we see a window of opportunity to be among the top three in the country. We have a very clear laid out plan going forward for the next 3 to 5 years. We are planning to deploy close to 1,700 beds in the next 3 years. This 1,700 beds is going to be a combo of brownfield projects and greenfield projects. 60% of that 1,700 beds is going to be brownfield projects. Brownfield, when I say brownfield, it's an expansion of the existing infrastructure, existing hospitals, adding additional beds to the existing hospital. And greenfield is going to be 2 hospitals in Kerala, one in North Kerala and one in South Kerala. North Kerala hospital is going to be 250 bed, and South in Dividend is going to be 450 bedded hospital. These 2 hospitals will be commissioned in 2026 and 27. So that is the organic growth plan we have. But we also have plans to explore the possibility of extending from where we are present now in Kerala and Karnataka, extending further into Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra. We have plans. We also are open to the inorganic growth path, which is the merger and acquisition. We are actually looking at it. Now, post the segregation, we'll be actually looking at those opportunities. So if any like-minded or we find an opportunity to acquire an entity which has a similar presence like us, with clustered approach, that would be a great help in expanding even in the northern geography like UP and other markets, northeastern markets. So our plan is to be among the top 3 players in the next 3 to 5 years.
Right. So by when can we see all the approvals on the dividend coming in?
Yeah, that's the condition the board has to make now. This is the post this transaction, the board will be making a decision based on the capital requirement for future growth and what is the best way to reward our shareholders. The board will be deciding very soon. I would not like in the position to clearly comment on the board's behalf because the board has to make a final decision on the deal.
Right. And how do you plan to fund the capex via internal accruals, or are you going to look to raise money via debt?
Yeah, Shruti, see, most of our hospitals are reaching mature state and we are generating enough cash. For the organic group, which I mentioned, which we are planning to deploy 1,700 beds, we need something close to 1,000 crores, which I feel we are very confident of generating through internal accruals. For the inorganic expansion, we might use our share as a currency or might use some sale proceeds to acquire another asset. But for organic growth of 1,700 beds, I think we can fund it through our internal accruals, cash generated, and we don't need to leverage on our balance sheet too much.
Right, so funding through internal accruals, but the company is also planning to add around 1,700 beds by FY27. So any specific treatment that you are eyeing in terms of these bed additions that you will have? What is the focus there?
Yes, see, we have been very successful in the geography where we are present, like in Kerala and in Karnataka. That got to do basically with our clustered approach. We have not stretched our team across India to make a presence felt, but we have focused in our own cluster. There are strengths like Kerala. We have close to 2,600 beds in Karnataka, 1,000 beds in Andhra, 1,000 beds. This clustered approach has helped in acquiring talent and delivering quality care. Having said that, this model we are going to planning to replicate in another geography because we know this model works well. Because this clustered approach will help us in maximizing our management bandwidth, and also the healthcare is more a word of mouth and referral based. So cluster approach helps us in dominating the market, being very well visible, and giving a highest quality of care. Our specialty focus has been on the tertiary and quaternary care. We do primary and secondary, but our focus is in the tertiary and quaternary care, which we another aspect of us is that we have delivered this tertiary and quaternary care in tier 2, tier 3 cities. Most of hospital chains are delivered in the large cities because of the availability of talent. But the differentiator we have brought into market is that 75% of our business are in tier 2, tier 3, like Kochi or Raigad, Vijayawada, Kolhapur. Confident of emulating the similar model in the newer geographies also, like if we venture into Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, or even northern states like UP, where there's an opportunity, we feel we have the management bandwidth and experience to deploy the model there and make it successful.
And since your occupancy and ARPOB are in lower in comparison to some of the peers, how do you see this number growing?
Yeah, occupancy, we are closing to 70% now. In Kerala market, we are close to 80% occupancy. In other geographies, we are in 50 to 60, but we are hopeful of increasing the occupancy to overall to 80% in the next 3 years in all our geographies. That is the occupancy part. And our ARPOB has been relatively low compared to our competition. We are in the 40s when the competition are in 60s. But we see a good traction happening there also because of the work we are doing, the patient mix which is changing in our hospital, and hospitals are also maturing in various geographies of us. So in that sense, we see an ARPOB going from 40 to mid 50 in next 3 to 5 years. And it is going to grow at 8% CAGR.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Shetty, for joining in with us and giving us your time today on ET Now. That was the management of Aster DM talking about the business outlook of the company as well as what their focus area is going to be, given that now the business has separated from GCC business and India is separate.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.